What's up, world? How y'all doing? And welcome to another edition of the Gangsta Jaketv series, Read. I am your host, Arthur Nairi Jace, AA to my Phi, Trey, Avalon, Gangsta Crip family. Shout out to my viewers. I was just thinking, man, we need to come up with a name for my viewers, man. You know, Beyonce got the Beehive, right? Taylor Swift got the Swifties. Nairi Jace needs somebody as well. Can I get some love too? Can a brother get somebody? So what I need y'all to do is let's come up with a name together. I was thinking like, I don't know. I don't want to think. I want to let you guys come up with a name. The homie, got a couple of names for his foundation over there. My boy Cartoon Foundation. I'm thinking about, I don't know. You guys come up with a name for us, man, because guess what? We a family. We got to stick together until this thing gets to the top. Because with this TV series, we going to bubble, and everybody a part of it. It needs initial comments and these initial chats. We going to be hanging out and chilling and having a good time. And guess what? I'm looking for actors. I'm looking for actresses. The same way my people acted right here. We've done a TV trailer. We've done a trailer. We've done a part one. It's been a couple of years back. I did learn a lot from the experience, but I'm back on the path of getting. I'm casting. I need some actors. I need a few good actors. So you guys get a chance, tap in, hit me on my DM, Nairi Third. That's my Instagram. NYERERE, the letter 3 RD. Nairi Third. Tap in, man. DM me. Come on, y'all. If you think you can act. You want to get serious about putting on some performances? Hit me up, and I'm going to see what you guys working with, because we're definitely in pre-production of this Gangsta Jaketv series. We're going to be doing some filming very soon, and we need you guys to come out and let me see what you guys working with. I'm looking for Michelle. I'm looking for the main character, Michelle. So as I read this story, Michelle, think of you being the person in that role, if you're the right person. I'm looking for Michelle. Definitely. And a Horsehead. I'm actually looking for a Horsehead too. Horsehead is actually a big homie to Gangsta Jake in the Gangsta Jake TV series. He's a big homie to him. And I'm basically looking for someone to play that particular role. I'm looking for someone to play the Michelle role. And Robin, my girl Robin, is pretty much locked in. And, we need a lot of extras, man, because every person that I mentioned in this book is going to be an extra. Whether it's a po-po, whether it's a gang member in the cut, whether it's I don't know, you could be at a gas station working or whatever, whether, you're at a chicken place, whether you're in a drive-by, whether you get killed somewhere, whether whatever. If you guys are interested in playing a part of this Gangsta Jaketv series, let me know, because this whole process is about the Gangsta Jaketv series, not the movie. Not one episode, but a series. So a series of things means that we're going to be doing this for a series of time. It's spread it out. Too much material to go in one particular book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a bar of this Gangsta Jake series, and I'm going to let you guys know, the direction we're going to be going. Because guess what? I'm breaking news, baby. I'm a big thing. You guys gonna be a big thing. You guys are part of a big thing right now. This is how it all starts right here. So get a bar of that right there. Get a bar of my books. Check me out. Purchase some books. Don't just be a looker. Come on, buy a book or two, man. Ain't but $20. A dub, it'll last longer than the $20 will. That's my philosophy. It will last longer than the money will. Anyway, fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. If you got a project, if you guys working on something, let me know. I support it as well. That's what we do. We look out for each other. It takes a village to raise a family. You guys need support. I need support. We support each other. That's how we all win with each other. Life is what you make of it. I'm going to make a TV series out of this, and you guys are going to help me do it. Bam. Without any further ado, we're going to get into the next chapter, which is chapter 9. It's called Surprise. They going to see Robin. We about to creep up on Robin because remember Gangsta J, he didn't just want to make the phone call. Michelle was like, just call her. I can get the list of people that you're looking for, because he got a list. He got a list of informants that he got from Michelle when he was incarcerated. He wants them lists of snitches that he can go start knocking them off. He wanted to. Michelle wanted to just make the call. He's like, no. We finna go see what's up with Robin, because remember, he got them 3 murders hanging over his head. He killed them 3 people in the house. Robin is the only witness to that besides Michelle. But Robin seems a little shaky. So Gangsta Jake, he want to tap into her. He want to see what's going on with Robin. Let's see what's going on with Robin real quick. Please fasten your seatbelts. Flight 801 will be making its final descent to JFK International Airport. Allow me to thank you for choosing American Airlines for your flight. The weather is a beautiful 85 degrees in downtown Brooklyn. Rohan, Michelle bumped him. Wake up, baby. We're about to land in Brooklyn. Here, let me buckle your seatbelt. He was half asleep. Huh? We're here. We're about to land. Wake up. Oh, shit. Damn. What time is it? My watch says 5 o'clock, but you know we're 3 hours ahead of LA time. 5, 6. It's 8 o'clock. It seems like we've been in the air all day. Well, we're here now, so you don't have to complain any longer. Robin is going to be so surprised to see me. I miss my girl. Yeah, I bet you do. I hope she don't try to be acting all funny because I came out here with you. Boy, that girl ain't thinking about you. Cool. Baby, I'm only playing with you. Don't get mad at me. I'm not mad at you. How long are we going to be out here, Rohan? Not long, Michelle. I'm trying to get back as soon as possible, but I guess we can stay for a couple of days. That's cool. Eventually, Gangsta Jake and Michelle drove away from the airport in pursuit of what could be a useful tool in his killing spree. They rented a 2004 Mustang. A 2004 Mustang to get around town in. Realizing he was close to possessing the desired list, Gangsta Jake reclined in his seat with a smile attached to his face. Yeah, it won't be long now, sexy, before I can pop one of them snitches right in their forehead for selling my niggas out. Baby, you're serious, huh? You really hate informers, don't you? You goddamn right. I can't stand them coward motherfuckers. I wish I could line every person who told on someone in life and gun their asses down with an AK-47 assault rifle. I like how they carried it back in the days when it came to handling these rats. You snitch, you die. Bottom line, it wasn't how it is carried nowadays. These days, guys get on the witness stand, sell their homies out, and oftentimes go right back to their same neighborhoods like ain't shit happened. Not all of them get away with it, but some do. I have 3 homies in the feds right now who were told on by a 4th homie who caught a case with them. The clown who told on them ended up serving 3 years. Everyone else got broke off time, ranging from 8 all the way to 21 years. 2 of them took deals, and only 1 of them went to trial. The cold thing about it is he had a lot of homies fooled, like he was the one who was told on, when his bitch ass knew damn well he was a homie who told on them. If the one homie had not gone to trial, that clown probably would have never been exposed. He was hoping everybody would have taken a deal. That way, the prosecutor wouldn't have been obligated to fully disclose the evidence against them in trial. When people plead out, the prosecutors don't go through all that paperwork trip. But since one homie did, they had to. That's when the truth came out. Are you sure they didn't tell on him? Did you not hear what I just said and explained to you? The homie who went to trial sent all sort of paperwork to the street on that bitch ass nigga, showing who the real imposter was. Grand jury statement, FBI interviews, and even testimony from the witness stand in trial. What type of case did they have? They were all charged with armed bank robbery. The one who went to trial, how much time did he get? He did lose his case, didn't he? Yeah, he did. They broke him off 14 years behind that rat. Why didn't anything happen to him? I guess it was because no one could. Then again, I don't know. Don't get me started making up excuses for the homies not handling their business. I can't call it. That shit definitely wouldn't have happened if I was on the street. I haven't heard nothing about that lame since I've been out, but if I ever run across his ass, it's on. Remind me to check up on that clown. Whatever you do, just be careful, baby. I don't want to see you back in trouble. It's all good. I know how to bob and weave when it comes to staying out the way. So, honey, where do you want to stay while we're out here? I don't want to stay at Robin's. Let's get a nice room somewhere. I guess we can stay near Manhattan, maybe at the Ramada Inn. The rooms over there are not that bad. Michelle, can you give me a pistol while I'm out here? I have a 22 at my apartment. Would that be okay? Yeah, that would work. I feel naked without having my heat besides me. The deuce would hold me for the couple of days while we're here. Unbeknown to Robin, Michelle and Gangsta Jake were in town and would be headed her way once they checked into the room. It had been a while since the three seen each other. It's actually been 3 months since Robin last saw the two. She basically had forgotten, she basically had gotten over seeing the trio being killed before her eyes. By it being the weekend, her plans consisted of spending the day at home with a guy and Michelle, Her plans consisted of spending a day at home with a guy she and Michelle knew from work. His name was Rick Johnson. Rick stood 6 feet tall, had dark skin, and had a round face. He wore a military-style haircut. Rick was one of those pretty chocolate brothers who normally only dated white girls. He was employed as a court clerk for the past 4 years. Robin loved dating men in creased-up uniforms, especially guys like Rick with 8-inch arms. She and Rick were hanging out at her and Michelle's old apartment. The two were laughing their heads off watching The Queen of Comedy on DVD. They had only dated 3 months, but Robin felt comfortable in his presence. Robin and Rick were kicked back with their shoes off, eating pizza and drinking beer, when suddenly Robin heard something strange coming from the front door. The odd thing was, whoever was at her door was not ringing the doorbell like any other visitor. That person was unlocking locks from the top to the bottom. The unannounced visitor startled her to the extent that she turned toward Rick, looking for him to protect her. "Rick," she nervously whispered, "I have no idea who the hell is coming inside my apartment." The fear of Robin's face instantaneously shifted Rick into his police mode. "Just stay on the floor and do not move," he softly told her as he made his way over to his jacket on the coat rack. By the time he grabbed his .40 caliber Smith and Wesson, the last lock had opened. Right? Michelle walking in on them unannounced. That's basically what's happening. Mm-hmm. The person in the hallway pushed the this damn lights be having my eyes going, y'all. See, I got to bear me on these lights. Anyway, the person in the hallway pushed the door open and stepped in with a large box in hand. "Freeze, motherfucker!" Rick screamed out in a deadly tone with his gun fully extended. Michelle, scared as hell, dropped the boxes and placed her hand in the air as she screamed back in return. Her screams resembled the voice of a person who found themselves in a near-death situation. Gangsta Jake was in the process of obtaining something from the car and had not yet made it up the 2 flights of stairs. Robin, now realized who the intruder was, jumped up with the speed of light and called Rick off of her. Rick, it's Michelle from work. Don't shoot." All three of their hearts raced like a crackhead who had just taken a fat blast. "Michelle, you scared the hell out of us, bitch." Michelle held her heart with both hands. Scared y'all? Look at me. I'm still shaking. Girl, why didn't you tell me you were coming in town? Come here and give me a hug. It's good to see you. I'm happy you came home and left that nothing ass nigga behind. Michelle broke her hug in order to fill Robin in. For your information, I didn't leave my man. Rohan is here with me. Robin's heart could not Robin's heart could have hit the ground when Gangsta Jake walked from behind the door 5 seconds after her rude statement. She was praying like hell he was not standing outside long enough to hear her conversation. The last thing she wanted was for him to know her true feelings toward him. She fully understood that he could turn into a deadly guy in a matter of moments, right? Rick, you bastard, Michelle playfully said to him once her fears subsided. I'm sorry, Michelle, you had us shook up pretty good. I'm not mad at you, Rick. So I see you and my girl finally hooked up. Yeah, I guess you can say that. She really is a sweet person. Oh, Rick, I'm sorry. This is my husband, Rohan. Husband? Robin asked in shock. Well, not officially, but eventually. Gangsta Jake smiled at his girl remarks. Rick, he offered his hand to Gangsta Jake in a courteous manner. His southern background was being displayed in his kindness. Yeah, Rohan, pleased to meet you. My man, he replied to Rick's introduction moments before reaching his hand out for a shake. Gangsta Jake acknowledged the fact that he was in the presence of a square, more importantly, an officer of the court. Therefore, he made sure to stay balanced by being on his best behavior. Robin, how have you been? Girl, it's a pleasure to see you again. Michelle and I decided to pay you a visit to make sure you're okay. Yeah, went through Robin's mind. I see that you've taken care of yourself. This is some beautiful furniture you got in here. Robin was not feeling him at all, but she did not want to give him any reason to draw any suspicions of her true feelings toward him. She simply went along with whatever seemed to keep him on his square. She was so happy to learn he did not hear her initial remark that she was able to muster up a civil conversation. Well, at least she believed he did not hear the remark. Hi, Rohan. Thanks for being concerned. Come in and have a seat. Did you guys drive all the way out here or what? Robin said, walking over to her refrigerator. No, we took a flight, Michelle answered. Can I get you guys something to eat or drink? Nah, we just ate. Gangsta Jake answered the question for both of them. This bitch might be trying to poison you, baby boy, he thought to himself. Thanks for asking, though, was his follow-up with a straight and sincere look on his face. The negative side of his mind kicked in before declining her offer. So, how long did you guys plan on staying in Brooklyn? Please do not say forever, went through her brain. She had a few personal thoughts of her own. Only for a couple of days, Michelle and I are planning on renting a house when we make it back to Los Angeles. Thank God, if Gangsta Jake could only hear her thoughts. Girl, you hooked the spot up. I might want to come back now. Come on, I'd love to have you back. I'm only playing, Robin. I like living in L.A., but I'll sure miss. But I sure miss you though, bitch. She smiled. My bad on dropping in on you like this. It seems like you were having so much fun. The Queens of Comedy, Michelle read, picking up the DVD case. Forget this, Robin. Y'all need to be watching some porno in here. Rick blushed in embarrassment. Michelle, hush your mouth, girl. You know I don't watch that stuff. Well, look, Robin, me and Rohan are about to paint the town. We'll leave you two lovebirds for now. Michelle, give me a call before you guys make it back tonight. Oh, we've been in the room. We're cool. I'll still give you a call before I turn in for the night, though. It was nice meeting you, my brother. Take care of my little sister. Robin is a sweetheart. For sure, she's in good company. And I even have a gun, Rick joined, displaying his sense of humor. Square ass nigga, you need to give me that heat, Gangsta Jake thought to himself as he as he laughed along with what he felt was a corny joke. Yeah, Gangsta Jake, he don't really like police or hanging around guys with police positions like Rick. So he has a lot of things going through his mind in terms of Rick. First of all, he wants a gun because he know he's going to get a little 22. Rick got that big old 40 caliber on him. He like to have that motherfucker. So he thinking like, okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and tolerate what you got going on, Rick, because Gangsta Jay. One thing about Gangsta Jay, he's a real smooth character. He's so smooth that you don't even forget that he's a cold-hearted killer the way he is, man. He's so manipulative. Kind of how serial killers is, because actually when I was writing this book, I done a little research on serial killers, because this dude is actually a serial killer, just to let you guys know on a side note. And they have a way of charm. They have a way of dealing with women. I mean, look at Charles Manson. Look at Ted Bundy and all these different people that killed all these people, man. They had a fan base of women that actually wrote them, loved them, wanted to marry them and all this. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's just something about the possession that females have for men. I don't know, man, that drives them towards serial killers. But what about y'all thoughts? What do you guys think? Would you guys ever want to fall in love with a killer? You guys fall in love with gangsters. And most of us been through some things that we choose to tell you or not, but most of us have been through some things. But at any rate, let me go ahead and finish off this chapter so we can get on to the next episode. Take care of yourself out there. Michelle, you know how it is on these streets. She really wanted to say, keep your eyes on Rohan wild ass before you get the two of you killed. I'll see you, Robin. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'll see you later, girlfriend. And Rick, it was nice seeing you again. Likewise, Michelle. You guys enjoy your stay. Yep. That was the end of chapter 9. The next chapter is going to be chapter 10. It's called The List. It's going to be a great chapter. And it's basically talking about the list of snitches that Gangsta Jake is actually going to obtain. He got about a list of 30 people that, as I mentioned, he had Michelle get while he was locked up, incarcerated. This dude, he been planning on killing people for years, man. This ain't nothing that he just thought of overnight. This dude is a calculated serial snitch killer. He thought about it long while he was incarcerated. Remember, he done 12 years in prison. So this dude, and he done time for being innocent. He didn't do nothing. The dude didn't do no crimes. But remember, he developed a brotherly love for the guys he was incarcerated with, his homies, his dogs. They had been snitched on by several different people. So he felt to get out there and do something about it. Motherfucking crazy as hell, man. What can I say, man? This is what was going through my mind when I was incarcerated, just sitting down doing time. I'm like, man, let me write a story about these rats, these snitches, let me put it together. Wow. And as I say, man, one paragraph turned into a chapter. Chapter turned into another chapter. Next thing you know, I had a book, and man, it was like, once that first book got out, man, people just wanted to get a second one. I'm like, man, I ain't no writer, man. I done wrote this shit to get out of prison. I got out of prison, and then once I got out of prison, I'm like, man, you know what? I'm cool. I don't want to write, man. And then people start like, man, you got to write. You got to finish this story. What's going to happen? Woo. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna write and pick it right up where I left off at and just run with it, man. It's like, it was more easy than I thought to write. They say everybody got at least one book in them. They say everybody got at least one story in them. That's what they say. So if you guys got a book and a story in it, put it down on paper. Write it. What you waiting on? You know the way I wrote this book? When I started writing, I wrote 1 page a day. 1 page a day. You look up 90 days go by, guess what? You got 90 damn pages. 90 more days. We already know the math. You got 180 pages. And guess what? Those pages be more than you actually think, because 1 page, once you start typing and putting your little twists in and adding little snippets and snippets here and there, 1 page is probably going to be 2 or 3 pages anyway. So guess what? that 90, multiply that by 2, 3, 4, man, and then, man, you look up, man, you got 100 pages, man. It doesn't take long to write a book if you're really serious about doing it. All you got to do is pick the category that you're in, whatever it may be, and just start writing. And that's all I did. I put it in my head, like, the story that I wanted to write. And as the story unveiled, it just kind of rolled, man. Sometimes I might go this direction with it when I wake up. Sometimes I might wake up with this direction. But one thing about me, whenever I wrote, I looked at it like it was material that it was good material. I didn't want to waste nothing. I never wrote nothing and scratched it out and never revisited it. You know, even if I did, if I crossed a line out, I went back and tweaked that line and wrote it, got it right, manipulated. I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes, man, I got writer's block. Sometimes I got stuck. Sometimes it might take me 2 hours to write one paragraph, to write one sentence. But you know what? I just stuck it out. I persevered. I went through it just like any other thing. Just like any other thing in life, man. You just deal with it. Next thing you know, it's over. It's past. And then you're working on the ISBN number. You're putting that together. And then you're making your cover. And then you putting the seal together. Then you're putting the acknowledgments on the back of it. Matter of fact, let me read y'all the back of this book. Did I get y'all borrow the back of this book yet? Just so I can do it. Let me tell y'all. Gangsta Jake. The end result of a snitch is the story of Gangsta Jake, the end result of a snitch, tells the heart-throbbing story of how a hardcore gangbanger went from South Central Los Angeles from being freed off a death row to becoming one of the most notorious serial killers the LAPD has ever saw. After tasting freedom, Gangsta Jake puts into action his plan to murder each and every snitch that puts him and his partners behind bars. An oath made to his fellow death row buddies transformed Gangsta Jake into a cold-blooded, execution-style murderer that has no remorse for his prey. He, along with the love of his life, Michelle, takes you on a page-turning escapade that is sure to leave you in awe. Her love for him and his control over her life places Michelle in situations that she would have previously been unimaginable. This is filled with so much drama and excitement that you would not want to put it down. Nairi Jace was born and raised in the heart of South Central Los Angeles, the epicenter of drugs and criminal activities. He was convicted of a federal offense and sentenced to 14 years in prison due to the testimony of one of his so-called homies. So, like I said, man, this story is kind of personal to me, man. I've been personally testified on. Motherfucker got on the witness stand and straight up snitched on me. One of the so-called homies. You know, I'm not going to speak on his name. He know who he is. But, got up there and sold me out. We all did a bank robbery together. Why we can't do the time together? Ain't that how it go? Ain't that how it's supposed to go?
Right.
Like Beretta say, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. No, don't do it. Beretta. And Beretta ended up catching the murder back in his days, too. That nigga killed his wife and got away with it. Beat it in trial, Beretta.
Sure did.
Sure did. But what I'm saying is, man, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. If you want to not do no crime, no time, don't do no crime, because it's the consequences that come with it, man. It comes with it. I knew when I was young, out there tripping on the block, I knew the possibility of getting caught up going to penitentiary. It was capable of happening. And you know what? When I was younger, I didn't really give a fuck. I done everything under the sun, you know, bank robberies, broken houses. I mean, all the way when I was young to snatching purses, man. I'm talking about dice. I mean, I was just a hustler in the game. I'm not proud of this shit. I'm just telling the story because it is what it is. The story is out there. I mean, you know, but as an adult, as a respectable, responsible individual, I want to rid and reverse some of the things that I did in the past by putting a good TV series out there, by employing people, by employing my community. I want to employ homies, homegirls. I want to get actors, actresses. I want to make it to where people can actually benefit from this. Not just me. This ain't just about me. I'm putting this work in for everybody. It takes a village to raise a family, and I need you guys. I need you guys on board. I need you guys to purchase some of these books. I got t-shirts also. I'll show you some of the shirts in the next tape that I got. In the next chapter, I'll show you some t-shirts. I got female t-shirts with the Gangsta Jake logos on it. And, you know, we need you guys, man. I need you guys. Come through. Pull up, man. What they say, pull up. Shit, come through. Purchase these books. Check me out as I go forward. Tap into the channel. Like, subscribe, man. Tap in, man. Hit that like button. What y'all doing? Like. Y'all know the business. Man, we trying to milk this here as much as we can. Unscripted. We ain't going back and forth. We ain't doing no editing. We just coming what it is. We coming with what it is, man. Bottom line, disclaimer, spoiler alert. We're talking about the book. Every now and then I might talk about the end of the book. I might talk about the Gangsta Jake third part of this, which is really what I'm headed toward. I'm just reading y'all the drama that's going on within the Gangsta Jake peace tree, within the Gangsta Jake end result of a snitch, just to let y'all understand this guy Poole, just to let you guys understand how much influence he had on the streets and the penitentiary in order to pull off a peace treaty like this. Gangsta Jake, it's a hardcore gangbanger, man. One of the hardcore gangbangers you ever see. He's a knockout artist, and he's a cold killer. And that's what people, for some reason, y'all relish that shit. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I did when I was a youngster too. I was into it, the banging, doing my thing and all. I mean, I still fuck with blue rag on deck right now. I'm a member, I'm not a gangbanger. There is a difference between a member and a gangbanger. And I will let you guys know what the difference is going forward if you don't know. Do you guys know the difference? Who know the difference between a gangbanger and a gang member? Because guess what? We members. I mean, we can't stop who we is. You know, I'm original, born and raised. My set, 5 Traveline Gangsta Crip. Day 1. 1 year old, on up. How can I get around it? I mean, I guess I could have slipped around and been a square and done some other things and been doing some other things in life. On the other side of town, I could have done it, but the story is already there. How do we make ourselves better in our older years? How do we revamp or, re-educate ourselves to want to do better? There's ways you can do it. That you got to do on your own. But once you get to this age, it should already be there to where you want to make a change in life, to where you want to stop seeing people banging, killing, and bumping each other off, as we was so proud of in our youth. Got to make a change, man. Make it happen. Make it happen. I'm not an activist for gang prevention like that, because my activist is set out into my books, in my work. I got a story to tell. I got a way to end the Blood and Crip War in the Gangsta Jake TV series. This is going to show you how to end it in my way. And in my way of ending the war is, it ain't pretty, baby. It's ugly. It's bloody. People die. But people dying anyway, as I mentioned in every episode. We dying anyway. Let's go and kill each other off like the OK Corral and get this shit over with so people can live, because guess what? It's not about us. It's not all about us in this game war. A lot of people dying this shit. Mothers, fathers, kids. Man, a lot of babies dying this shit. A lot of them bullets ain't got no names when they get to flying. A lot of people, well, I'm not going to say a lot of people. I know people in jail for killing kids. Like I mentioned in the story, it was an accident. They didn't want to kill no kid. It was not on purpose, but it happened on accident in the middle of gang activity. And guess what? Their lives is through. They're done. They're washed. Some of this stuff I talked about in these books, this shit really happened. I took a piece from here, a piece from there, a piece from there, but a lot of this stuff really it really happened. You know what I'm saying, in real life. So it's like, but you don't have to go through that. You don't have to be sitting in a jail cell for the rest of your life behind shooting somebody on accident, behind killing somebody, behind a gang activity, behind a gang war that we've been fighting for too long. Man, this war been going on for over 50 years. We've been killing each other for over 50 years. That's thousands of people in their graves, man. And not just people that's in their graves that is the bad effect of this. The other bad effect is all them people that's dead, we can't produce. We can't reproduce. It's all about producing, reproduce. It's about the next generation, the legacy. It's about keeping this thing going. Our black generation, our race, not even black. It's just about our generation going. But we know most of the people, the gangbang are black. This blood and crip thing. So let's try to get this thing together. But like I said, I'm not here to preach the gang thing. I'm just here to tell my story, tell my way that I feel that I can end this gang thing. Peace Treaty 2017. It's a lot of war stories up in here, baby. Some true, some fake. And I'm going to let you guys distinguish which one is true, which one is fake. But at the end of the day, we got to bring this thing together, man. Stop this motherfucking killing on each other. Start loving each other a little bit more. As my homeboy Murdoch say, let's love each other a little bit more. Shout out to my homeboy Murdoch. Hey, that's my actor, Gangsta Jake. David's on the snitch. My boy Murdoch done a good job. Y'all see him over there. He acted right there. We got another clip of him over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Holding a burner. And as well as right here. That's Jonathan Longmire. We're going to be back filming in a little bit more. Well, I think I said enough for now. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, hit them likes. Let me know what you guys think about my show. Let me know what you guys would like to see in some of these books going forward. And let me know if you guys are interested in acting. I need a cast. I got a few, but I need a few more actors. Until next time, Avalon Gangsta family, 88, I'm out of here.